Hello, welcome back to Nova Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a Destiny video on basically how I carry around my stuff and how I sort it. I found this is the best way for at least myself to do it, to keep things for deck building, for trading and stuff like that, as well as taking stuff to tournaments and things like that. I know some people have questions and some people I see carrying like all of their stuff with them, all of their decks in like one container. Which, I mean, if that's the best for you, that's good for you. That's good. If not, I'll show you what I do. Maybe give you some ideas. Maybe take one or two things from here. But I just want to show you what I do, so maybe some of the newer players can look and say, hey, that's actually a really good idea, and let me try that because what I'm doing is just not working. Basically, what you see right here in front of me is basically what I take to tournaments. It's right now it's half empty just because I haven't built very many decks lately. I've torn most of them apart with obviously the future nerf, and with Empire War coming out, I just tore a bunch of them apart that just will not be viable anymore. So I think I'm down to like 2-3 decks right now, and I'm always updating them, and I'll probably build a few today as well. But this is what I take to events. I got this at the Container Store. It's basically 16 case photo and storage carrier. It's pretty cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks. Might have been on sale. I know I bought it a while ago. But just basically carry it. Has a little carrying thing or a handle. Basically open up and it comes with a bunch of these. Each one of these is basically enough for one deck, which is great. So it carries all the dice and then all the cards. So it fits it really nice. I have found that some of my higher dice decks can get a little cramped in here, but for a normal just 30-30 game, this is plenty good. As I think I'm just put my so it has a few extra dice than normal. Right here, I guess this is one of my newer decks, one of my Poe decks, or new Poe decks. So this actually has a lot of dice as well, but. These fit each deck perfectly. If there's ever a format that's larger, then there might be an issue. But I think as long as the decks or the format stays the same, this actually fits perfect. And then I also have one of these. I've actually got to edit one of these a little bit to add slots to it. I'd have to probably use a glue gun and some plastic slots, and then separate each one. But right now, since there's only X amount of tokens, it's not that bad. But yeah, overall this fits, and I carry my extra sleeves, so just in case sleeve breaks or somebody has an issue with my sleeves, I can just quickly change them. And then obviously the rest is empty, but it'll slowly fill up as I start building more decks with Empire War, and as well with Legacies coming out. But yeah, it's really light right now. It's half empty, but I can see that it getting bigger as time goes on. All right, now how about your collection? How do you carry that? Basically, I went to Walmart and bought 3 of these. Of course, I'm going to have to buy more because while this one, which is my neutral, is half empty, both my hero and villain are not. This one actually has a lot of space in there, so they move around a lot. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're going to damage your dice. I haven't really had any issues, and I have doubles of almost everything. So if one gets damaged, that's fine, at least for me. But most of the time, I don't carry these anywhere, so they stay around my house. So here's the light side one. As you see, it's a lot fuller, a lot less of the dice to move around. Of course, this is probably with all of my Empire War on back. So it's basically this is how full it's going to be until the new set comes out. And then I've got the dark side as well. This one's a little less. I'm not sure why I have more light side rares, but I do. Not sure. Not sure why. Well, it's a couple bucks at Walmart each one. If I need to, which most likely the next set I will have to get a couple more for each one. Since I'm not lugging them around, it's not too bad. Only for deck building. At some point, I'll probably sort them once I get more into the blue, red, yellow, and then colorless. And probably what most people have right now is a binder. I only keep rares and promos in here, just because that's just easier for trading and whatever. So right now I've just actually divided by villain and then by color. So I mean, it makes it so much easier when searching for something. And I also have a bunch of extra down there. But yeah, I mean, this is probably the easiest way to do rares, other than probably a deck box once they get to too many of them. Maybe only have legendaries. I come from a Magic background, so that's what I have right now, just rares, but most likely I'll be changing that because it's just so full now, because there's so many different types. Now for the commons and uncommons, that's a deck box. This is probably the easiest way to do it right now, and probably in the future as well. Right now I have this one. It is divided by villain and hero and neutral, and then divided by color as well. Right now I think my hero and villain are all together. I got my battlefields and then my neutrals, and then this is just a filler until I get more, which is the next set, or if I do any more drafts with it. And then I have this as well. So just divided by this little thing right here. It's flexible, so when I close it, it's fine. And then divided by, red, yellow, and blue, and then by villain. So I find that's a lot easier to do that when deck building, just because you just pull them out. I mean, most of the time I build it on Star Wars database first, and then test it on Tabletop Simulator, and then once I get the fine details and everything hammered out, I'll build it for real in life, and then go, local events or just pick up games and then test out the decks. That's mostly how I do it. Some people like to find a deck and they don't want to put it on Tabletop Simulator for whatever reason. Maybe they don't have it or they don't know that it exists. But yeah, I feel Tabletop Simulator is the best one to test decks, just because all the cards are there and you don't have to go out and purchase a ton of cards that you may build it, play it, and be like, I don't like this deck. I think I did that early on with Destiny. I did that early on when I was in Magic, and that's just it costs a ton of money, and that's just something you probably don't want to do. I mean, unless you're a completionist and you'll have 2 of every card for every set coming out, I feel that at some point that's not going to be an option anymore with reprints and stuff. That won't be. It's like half the cards you'll have in each set. Similar to what Magic I know used to do. I don't know if they still do it. Parts of the set were reprints. I know the core set that they used to make, and I think they're remaking it, were mostly reprints, and they're the main gist of cards. But we'll see how base sets in this game are. They may be like that, just half reprint, half new cards, so you really don't have to buy the random new cards that you don't have, which I hope that they do reprints, and I hope that at some point they release a rotation schedule, which I think is probably normal 2 years for most CCGs, and if they do something like 4 years like their LCGs, it's just not going to end well, because it's just going to be just too large of a card pool at that point. But yeah, I just wanted to show what I've got. This may work for some of you, this may not work. Maybe you have a better way. If you have a better way, definitely put it down in the comments below. Maybe your way is better than mine, and I would actually like to know. But yeah, definitely put it down there for other players and anybody who's watching this. And then subscribe if you want more, and hopefully I'll get some gameplay videos up as well for Destiny, because I've got a couple of decks that I'm running through. One that I've played a bunch of games with, their little deck tech video. I haven't uploaded it yet, but it was a terrible deck, so I'm trying to figure out if I should upload it. I'm probably going to upload it just to show, hey, look at this crappy deck that sometimes works. But yeah, I'll probably try uploading some more stuff up today, and then throughout the week, hopefully. I mean, hopefully I can get on a set schedule so I can upload videos maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks. But yeah, we'll see how my free time gets. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully I helped you out a little bit on how you can sort your different cards. And hopefully you guys have a good rest of the day. All right.